change. Gonna make a change. Gonna make a change. Gonna make a change. Gonna make a change.
Cause I told you that I ain't got but 1 eye on my stove.
Right.
So you don't need to be following me no damn well.
Gonna make a change. Gonna make a change.
Cause I told you that I ain't got but 1 eye on my stove.
Right.
So you don't need to be following me no damn well. We ain't talking about no messianic thing. We're just saying that you can believe in politics, you can believe in Jesus, but you better start getting down with some science, because it's there for all the people, because they saved the best for last. Otherwise, you would have been the ones in the jailhouse. 14 million niggas in jail. You hear this shit? Newsweek magazine, 14 million black men in jail. We didn't have that many people come over here.
One slide, and it says less than 4% of slavery in the Western Hemisphere was in colonial America. The number of enslaved people increased in America through birth. What is happening here in this slide?
Yeah, so this is a map kind of showing how the transatlantic slave trade brought enslaved people to both of the Americas. There's a heavy emphasis that those people were brought to South America.
It's a much bigger arrow.
Right. And where we're at in North America, you know, our colonies are a very small sliver. And there was this heavy emphasis that most of our enslaved people were born here.
Tatiana, about enslaved people. It's one slide, and it says less than 4% of slavery in the Western Hemisphere was in colonial America. The number of enslaved people increased in America through birth. What is happening here in this slide?
Yeah. So this is a map kind of showing how the transatlantic slave trade brought enslaved people to both of the Americas. There's a heavy emphasis that those people were brought to South America.
It's a much bigger.
You ever hear people from South America say they're from Africa? You ever hear that before? I know people who know people who are South American. And just like the ones over there know that there's no slave trade, the ones in the Southern Americas know they're from here. And the only slavery is when Europeans were bringing themselves over here, going to all the ports and coming here. And those were the slaves. That's the transatlantic slave trade. No way it was us. It's impossible that it was us. It's impossible. There's no possible way, because that's part of the problem, right? Unfortunately, it's the truth. So our people aren't going to accept it. They're not going to accept it. They've been lied to all these years. Imagine you have to realize you've been lied to your face for years. You went to school, they told you this stuff. Right? Lied. And then our problem is we went with the lie, because everybody knows you want to hide anything from a nigger, put it in a book, because niggers don't read. So because niggers don't read, and on top of that, niggers don't travel, niggers don't do anything, niggers just bum around. No wonder they don't know. No wonder the game could always be ran on our people. Because only the ones above Mexico. Everybody else knows what's up. Like we said, Moors travel all over the world, and they talk to people in other places of the world, and they know who the Moors are over here. It's not how they put it. Okay, think about it again. We're here thinking we're from over there, and then the people over there know that we're from here. The Brazilians know about this trade. And yeah, some people getting brought here. But they didn't get here and there were no slaves or nothing like that. They came over here and they melded in with everybody else who was here because they all looked the same. And life continued. That's that unity and melting pot and all that stuff that they're talking about. That originated with us. Imagine they lied. Some slave ships brought us over here when the ships were really us with our ships going back and forth, going all over. That's the transatlantic slave trade. Us going everywhere. That's the only thing that makes sense. And then the reference point we have is Mansa Musa and all of them who had fleets of ships and all that, and they were going across all the time, regular. That's the slave trade. Folklore. The ships going back and forth didn't have slaves in them. It had people who were the rulers of the world, and they were just going throughout the world.
Yes, y'all, and discard them like blunt trash. Active more Avengers, call that a hawk smash. Your conscious goon sniffling booze and role models won't accept facts and just